Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss the simple microscope and then determination of focal length of convex lens. But before coming over these topics, there are some terms which are important in the discussion of these things. One is the normal eye. Normal eye means whose vision is 6/6. In technical language means the vision is 6/6. What is the meaning of vision is 6/6? Means you can see the far off objects as well as to the nearby objects. You can observe the far off objects as well as to the nearby objects. Far off objects means which are situated at infinity. For example, if you go at the roof in night and then you observe the stars, you will be able to observe the stars. It means your vision, your long distance vision is okay. It's clear because you are able to see the stars, therefore your long distance vision is okay. But suppose if stars are not visible to you clearly, जैसे हम जाएं और हम ऊपर जाके आसमान की तरफ देखें रात में, दिन में नहीं, दिन में तारे दिखाई ही नहीं देंगे. दिन में अगर कोई तारे दिखा दे तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. So if you watch the stars in the night, then I will not be able to watch the stars clearly. Stars will not be visible to me clearly without the using this aspect. It's clear. My eye is 6/6. Its vision is 6/6, including the external aid. Including the external aid means this aspects. If you remove the aspects, then eye is not 6/6. Vision is not 6/6. I will not be able to watch those stars will not be visible to us clearly. But for you it may be. It is clear. So your long distance vision is okay. Now similarly for the short distance vision means if you observe any object nearby to you, suppose this pen is kept in front of me at a distance 10 centimeter, whether it will be visible? Yes, it will be visible. It is kept at here just in front of the nose, whether it will be visible? Yes, it will be visible. But you will find that in this case we have to exert more power. Eye has to exert more power. When it is at a distance of 5 centimeter or 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter, then eyes have to exert more power. It's clear. It is advised to keep the object, to watch the objects at a distance of 25 centimeter or more. Means हमारी आईज और इसके बीच की कम से कम डिस्टेंस कितनी होनी चाहिए? 25 सेंटीमीटर या उससे अधिक. क्यों? Because if it will be at a distance less than 25 centimeter, then eyes have to exert greater pressure. It's clear. And in order to exert greater pressure for a longer time, it is not good. That will not be good. वो अच्छा नहीं होगा कि आईज क्या है बहुत लंबे समय तक ग्रेटर प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करे. It's clear. That's why it is advised to keep the object when you are observing the nearby objects. When you are observing the nearby objects, so the distance between your eye and the object should be at least 25 centimeter. It's clear. That distance is known as the least distance of distinct vision for normal eye. It's clear. That is called the least distance of distinct vision. What is least distance of distinct vision? The minimum distance of an object from eye. The minimum distance of an object from the eye at which it can be observed clearly and distinctly. It's clear. If it will be at a distance less than 25 centimeters, suppose the eye is this and this is a point at a distance of 25 centimeter. If the object is here, somewhere here you can see, suppose the object is here, whether it will be visible to you or not. object is here, whether it will be visible to you or not. Yes, it will be visible. But now eyes have to exert greater pressure. But when it will be here or here, then eyes can see it distinctly and clearly without exerting extra pressure. So this point that is 25 centimeter from the eye is called the near point. It is called the near point. मतलब अगर ये पूछा जाए कि नॉर्मल आई के लिए which vision is 6 by 6. What is the distance of the near point? It is 25 centimeter. What is the far point? It is at the infinite distance because you can observe the stars. It's clear? And stars are billions of light years far from the earth. Stars की distance क्या है? Light years में है. It's clear? मतलब बहुत ही दूर है. So far point is at infinity, while the near point is at 25 centimeter from the eye. This is for the normal. It's clear? But some people are suffering from the long-sightedness. Their near point is not at 25 centimeter. Their near point is at 75 centimeter or more. मतलब उनके लिए क्या है? अगर क्या है ऑब्जेक्ट को 30 सेंटीमीटर पर रखा, 50 सेंटीमीटर पर रखा है, क्या होगा? आईज आर एक्सर्टिंग ग्रेटर प्रेशर. उनके लिए नियर पॉइंट क्या है? यहाँ से शिफ्ट हो गया. इसलिए it has shifted here. Means when the object is kept beyond this distance, then they will be able to observe distinctly. इसलिए means their vision has become long. They are suffering from long-sightedness. They are suffering from hypermetropia. It's clear? They are suffering from hypermetropia. It's clear? And their vision will not be normal. That vision will not be normal. It will not be 6 by 6. They have to use the specs having the concave lenses. It is clear? So they have to use the specs. Now see here, similarly if you see here, if some people are not able to observe the very far off objects, here there is one thing, yes. Some people are not able to, here for long sightedness, we have to wear the convex lens, not concave, yes, convex lens. Now some people are not able to see the very far off objects. Means उनकी विजन जो क्या थी, जो इन्फिनिटी तक देखने की थी, वो अब क्या है, केवल कुछ मीटर तक देख सकते हैं. Means the vision has become short. Vision has become short. It's clear? जो पहले इन्फिनिटी तक देख सकते थे, now they can observe only up to some finite distance. Means their vision has become short. They are suffering from short-sightedness. Means having the myopia. And in that case, they will use the specs having the concave lens. It's clear? In long-sightedness, we use specs having convex lens. In short-sightedness, in which we are not able to see far-off objects, we use the specs which are having the concave lenses. It's clear? While in the long-sightedness, which we call the hypermetropia, in which we are not able to see the nearby objects, it's clear, which are kept at a distance 25, 30, 50 centimeter, they are not visible to us clearly. They are having long-sightedness, and it can be removed by using the specs having the convex lenses. It's clear? So see here, what is the least distance of distinct vision? Its symbol is capital D, and we will remember that for normal eye, near point or least distance of distinct vision is 25 centimeter. What is the meaning of least distance of distinct vision? This is the minimum distance of an object from the eye to obtain a clear and distinct image of an object. It's called the without exerting extra pressure by the eye. which called the least distance of distinct feature. Now there is one more term, visual angle. Here you can see what is the visual angle. Visual angle means it is the angle subtended by an object on the eye. It is the angle which is subtended by an object on the eye. This is an object here. It's clear. And this is eye. Eye is at this place. And this is the object. What will be the visual angle subtended by the object on the eye? तो जो ऑब्जेक्ट और आई के एंड पॉइंट्स है ये और ये, इसलिए उसको हमने यहाँ से आई से मिला दिया, इसको आई से मिला दिया. So what is the angle? What is the angle which it subtends on the eye? It is this angle. इसलिए this angle is called visual angle. इसलिए and the size of the object as perceived by the eyes. Size of the object as perceived by the eyes. It depends upon the size of visual angle. मतलब कोई ऑब्जेक्ट हमको बिगर दिखाई देगा या स्मॉलर दिखाई देगा. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ विजुअल एंगल. विजुअल एंगल कितना बड़ा है. अगर विजुअल एंगल का साइज बिगर है, विजुअल एंगल की वैल्यू अधिक है, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? दैट ऑब्जेक्ट विल अपीयर बिगर इन साइज. That object will appear bigger in size. It's clear. For example, when you are observing the stars and other that sun and moon, so we find that there are some stars whose size is more than the size of Earth. Earth's radius is 6,400 kilometers. But there are some stars whose radius is much more than 6,400 kilometers. It's clear. But they are visible just like the point. Why? Because of very far off distance from the eye. Because of very far off distance from the eye. It's clear. They are subtending a smaller visual angle on the eye, and that's why they appear smaller in size. Similarly, the microscopic object. Microscopic object means whose size is of the order of micron. Whose size is of the order of micron means of 10⁻⁻6 meter. Microscopic objects वो हैं जिनको हम unaided eye से ना देख सके. It's clear. They are called the microscopic. For example, here this is not microscopic. This is a macroscopic object. Macroscopic. But the objects which are having this size are smaller than this are called microscopic. It's clear. So microscopic objects, they subtend a very small visual angle because of their smallness, and that's why they are not visible to us. Microscopic objects क्या हैं? They subtend a very small visual angle on the eye. And that visual angle is normally less than 1 minute. 1 minute means 1/60 degree. 1/60 degree. It's clear. That visual angle is less than 1 minute. That's why they are not visible to us. वो हमको दिखाई नहीं देते हैं. Means कोई ऑब्जेक्ट हमको दिखाई देगा या नहीं दिखाई देगा, ये डिपेंड करेगा कि वो कितना बड़ा विजुअल एंगल आइज पर सबटेंड कर रहा है. वो कितना बड़ा विजुअल एंगल आइज पर सबटेंड करेगा, ये दो चीजों पर डिपेंड करेगा कि उसका खुद का साइज क्या है और उसकी डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द आई क्या है. अगर क्या है, द ऑब्जेक्ट इज वेरी स्मॉल इन साइज, इट विल सबटेंड ए स्मॉल विजुअल एंगल. बट सपोज इफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज लार्ज इन साइज, इट इज हैविंग ए वेरी बिग साइज बट वेरी फार फ्रॉम अस, हमसे बहुत दूर है. In that case also it will subtend a small visual angle, that's why it will appear smaller in size. For example, those who have travelled through the aeroplane. When aeroplane is flying in the sky, if you watch from there on the earth, on the ground, you will find that the things are visible very, very small in size. Why? Because the distance is very large. Therefore, those objects are subtending a very small visual angle. It's clear. So here in this chapter we are going to discuss the microscope. Microscope is what? It is an object which is used to observe the microscopic objects, which is used to observe the very tiny objects whose size is smaller than 1 micron. Those who subtend a very small visual angle on the eyes, which is smaller than 1 minute. 1 minute, that is 1/60. It's clear. They are, so those objects which subtend a very small visual angle on the eye, they are observed by, they can be seen by with the help of microscope. So microscope is an instrument which is used to observe the microscopic objects. It's clear. Now in our course there is a simple microscope. Now what is the simple microscope? So as you know that in simple microscope there is a convex lens of small focal length. This is the first requirement for the simple microscope. There should be a convex lens of small focal length, not of the big focal length. And in order to observe the microscopic object, we adjust the lens in front of the object in such a way that the object lies in between optical center and focus. मतलब क्या है, इसको डायग्राम से हम यहाँ समझ सकते हैं. Suppose this is a microscopic object. It's clear. So we will adjust the lens in such a way. Here you may. This is the microscopic object. In order to observe this object, we will adjust the lens in such a way. Here this is the, we have taken this. So we will adjust the lens in such a way that this microscopic object is at a distance less than focal length of the lens. Less than focal length of the lens means this is the lens. It is the optical center. And here it is the focal point. So in order to observe this microscopic object, we will adjust the convex lens in such a way that it lies in between its optical center and focus. When it will lie in between its optical center and focus, so you can see here there is one ray which goes parallel to principal axis. After refraction, what will happen? It will pass through focus. You can see here it is this, so it will pass through focus. Here that is F1 and this is F2. So if you draw here, pass through focus. Now another ray which passes through optical center will pass undeviated. Which passes through optical center will pass undeviated. You can see here. Now when these rays are produced back, this object appear to, here you make the object closer. Here this. So you can see here, now these refracted rays are diverging. These refracted rays are diverging. But when they are produced back, they appear to come from where? When it is produced back, they appear to come from some point behind the object. Now you produce it back. So you can see here the image will form here. This. Now I am explaining once again. You can see. In order to observe what is simple microscope is a convex lens. It's consisting a convex lens of a small focal length. In order to observe the magnified, in order to obtain the magnified image of a microscopic object, we keep the convex lens, we keep the simple microscope in such a way that object lies in between its optical center and focus. When object will be in between optical center and focus, what will happen? It will produce its erect, virtual and magnified image in the same side as the object but behind the object. It's clear? Now how you will observe this image? How will you observe this image? So when you will place your eye here, just behind the lens, then these diverging rays which are coming from the virtual image, these diverging rays which are coming from the virtual image, they will be focused on the retina and we will be able to observe this magnified image. It's clear? This is the working of the simple microscope. Means what is simple microscope? It is an instrument which is used to observe the microscopic objects which cannot be observed with the help of the unaided eye. They subtend a visual angle smaller than 1 minute. That's why they are not visible. In order to observe such objects, we use simple microscope. Simple microscope is consisting a convex lens of a small focal length. This convex lens is adjusted in such a way that object lies in between its optical center and focus. When object will be in between optical center and focus, what will happen? It will form its virtual, erect and magnified image in the same side as the object but behind it. Now this image can be seen by the eye when we place the eye behind the lens. Behind the lens means in the other side. The diverging rays which are coming from here, they will be converged by the eye lens on the retina and we will be able to observe the magnified image. So this is the simple microscope. Now here the lens is mounted on a circular ring. It is mounted on a circular ring. It is like this. If you have seen them in the laboratory, here it is the circular ring. In this convex lens is fixed and here there is a handle. It's clear. This is the handle. With the help of handle, its distance can be changed. It's clear. Now what will be the formula of magnifying power? Magnifying power, there is one formula. Magnifying power of simple microscope. When image forms at least distance of distinct vision. Distance of distinct vision. So what is the formula of magnifying power? Capital M equals to 1 plus D upon F. And for the normal eye, what is D? D is 25 centimeter. Okay. Now see here. If suppose the lens is of 5 centimeter focal length, what is the magnifying power? It is the M equals to 1 plus D is 25 upon 5. That is equals to 1 plus 5. That is 6. Means अगर object 1 centimeter है तो image will be of 6 centimeter. Clear? Now if you use a lens whose focal length is only 1.25 centimeter, जितना अधिक smaller focal length होगी उतनी अधिक magnifying power होगी. Then what will be M? 1 plus D is how much? 25 upon 1.25. So it will be equal to 1 plus 250 upon 2500 upon 125. So 125 puja, that is 21 times. Means if object is 1 centimeter, image will be 21 centimeter longer. It's clear? So this is the magnifying power of the simple microscope, and this is the maximum magnifying power. In this case, we get the maximum magnifying power. Which means what is the maximum magnifying power which can be obtained from a simple microscope? It will be obtained when the image will form at the least distance of distinct feature, means at a distance of 25 centimeters. Which now after this we will do the determination. Here there are some application of lenses are given that already I have told. One is in the correction of the vision. In correction of vision, either we use convex lens or concave lens. For the short-sightedness, for the myopic eye, we use convex lens. For the long-sightedness, for the hypermetropic eye means in which we are not able to observe the far-off objects, we use concave lens. It's a short-sightedness in which we are not able to observe the nearby objects. So here there are some usage or applications are given that you can do. Now after this, experimental determination of focal length of convex lens. So here there is one procedure in which we can determine the rough focal length of a convex lens. Roughly we can obtain the focal length. So determination of focal length of convex lens. So first we will explain that method in which we can determine the rough focal length. So as we know that the rays which are coming from the far off objects, they are focused by a convex lens on the focal plane. On the focal plane. What is the focal plane? It is the vertical plane passing through the second focal point. Means here this is the focal plane. Which plane? Here is the focal plane. This I do made with the help of dotted line. This is focal. The rays which are coming from the distant object means far off object. Those rays are almost parallel to each other, and when these rays will fall upon the lens, so one which passes through optical system will pass and deviate it. Another, which is this, it will be focused at this. Means what will be the image of the object will form here. Image of object will form here. And this distance is equal to the focal length. It's clear? So how will you determine the focal length of convex lens? Roughly with the help of this method. So suppose this is here a convex lens. You can see here. It is a convex lens. With the help of this we will focus some here, since this is lighted, so we will focus that tube light here. It's clear? Its image I will try to focus. Here that one is right. You can see here. We will focus the image of the distant object with the help of convex lens on the screen. It's clear? Here it is focused. It's clear? You can see here, image is very bright at this moment. If it is visible to you, then image is very bright. Then this distance from here to here will be nearly equal to focal length. जो स्पॉट स्क्रीन पर मिल रहा है और लेंस के बीच की डिस्टेंस रफली कितनी होगी? It will be equal to focal length. If we measure here, it will come out 20 centimeters. Because we know that this is of how much length? Focal length 20 centimeters. Here it nearly 17 centimeters. So that you can do. So what will you do? With the help of convex lens, we will focus the distant object on a wall, on a screen, and when the sharp image of that distant object is obtained, In that case, distance between the lens and wall, lens and screen will be equal to focal length. How will you determine roughly focal length of the convex lens? So with the help of convex lens, we will focus the distant object on a wall or on the screen. When the sharp image is obtained, at that moment distance between the lens and screen, the lens and wall, it will be equal to focal length. And why it will be equal to focal length? As we know that from distant object parallel rays are coming, and parallel rays are focused by the convex lens on the focal plane. जो पैरेलल रेज आती हैं डिस्टेंट ऑब्जेक्ट से, वो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस कहां पर फोकस कर लेता? फोकल प्लेन पर, जिसकी डिस्टेंस लेंस से कितनी उस पर होती? फोकल लेंथ के बराबर। इसलिए नाउ दिस इज द रफ एस्टिमेशन, बाय दिस वी कैन डिटरमाइन रफली द फोकल लेंथ। नाउ हाउ विल यू एक्यूरेटली डिटरमाइन द फोकल लेंथ? सो इन ऑर्डर टू डिटरमाइन द फोकल लेंथ एक्यूरेटली, देयर इज वन मोर एक्सपेरिमेंट in which besides the lens, one retard stand will be required. Retard stand you can see in the chemistry lab. Here there is a stand whose base is metallic. This is the metallic base, and here this is a vertical rod. Here there is a vertical rod. Now some clamp is fixed here. एक क्लैंप लोहे का यहाँ पर फिक्स रहता है, उस क्लैंप से हमने क्या कर दिया है? एक ऑप्टिकल पिन को लगा दिया। It's clear. Now this is the metallic base. Over the metallic base, I have placed the plane mirror. A plane mirror has been placed over the metallic base. It's clear. And then I have placed the convex lens. Here I have placed the convex lens. This convex lens had been placed here. It's clear. Placed here. Now see here, this is the optical pin which is fixed here. We will place our eye here and observe vertically downward. Which way we will place here eyes here and observe vertically downward and adjust the distance of the optical pin. This is the optical pin. Optical pin. We will adjust the distance of the optical pin in such a way that its inverted image forms at the same point. Its inverted image forms at the same point. हम क्या करेंगे? अपनी आईज को मीन्स ये ऐसे देख रहे हैं, इसलिए this is the optical pin and we are observing here in this vertically downward. And now we will adjust it in such a way that its vertical image, its inverted image forms here. Its inverted image at one position forms at the same point. It's clear? Without parallels. Without parallels. At that moment, what will happen? The rays which are diverging from here after refraction from the lens will become parallel to the vertical direction. Will become parallel to vertical direction, which is the principal axis. And when they will become parallel to the vertical direction, when they will become parallel to principal axis, what will happen? They will fall upon the mirror perpendicularly. Falling on the mirror perpendicularly, what will happen? They will retrace their path. Retracing their path. And when retracing their path, what will happen? They will be returned back on the same path from which they have reached here. Means what will happen? The point where inverted image of this optical pin forms at the same point, at that point what will happen? The rays which are diverging from here, जो rays यहाँ से diverge होंगी, वो after refraction from the lens vertical हो जाएगी. वर्टिकल मीन्स इसके प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के पैरेलल हो जाएंगे. Therefore, they will fall on the plane mirror perpendicularly. Falling on the plane mirror perpendicularly, what will happen? They will retrace back, as we know that if the ray is falling perpendicularly on the plane mirror, it will retrace. So it will retrace. When retrace, so they will be reached once again at the same point from where they have started. It's clear? So at this moment, the distance, this distance will be equal to focal length. इसलिए पर अब हम यहाँ तक तो मेजर नहीं कर सकते. So once we will measure the distance of the optical pin from top of the lens, means this distance we have taken as x. Then we will measure the distance of the optical pin from the bottom of the lens. Bottom of the lens means from the plane mirror. इसलिए क्योंकि यहाँ तक तो मेजर नहीं कर पाएंगे. From here to here this distance is focal length. इसलिए from here to here this distance is focal length, but we are not able to measure up to this point. So we will measure the distance of the optical pin this. First from the top of the lens and then from the bottom of the lens, means from plane mirror. Suppose this distance y. So what will be the focal length? Focal length will be equal to x plus y upon 2. It's clear? And if you perform this experimentally accurately, you will be able to get the exact focal length. You will be able to get the exact focal length. It's clear? Now see here, there is one more case in which we use the optical bench. But applying the same thing. Now here, why this distance will be focal length? This distance, because only when the rays are diverging from focal point becomes parallel to principal axis. केवल उसी केस में ये पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस होंगी जब वो कहां से डाइवर्ज करें, फोकल पॉइंट से. इसलिए therefore this will be the focal point and this distance will be equal to the focal length. Now see the next case in which we determine the focal length by using the optical bench. So you can see here, this is an optical bench. And here there are 3 uprights. One upright is consisting the convex lens. On the other upright there is a plane mirror is mounted. And there is a third upright at which an optical pin has been placed. Now we will keep our eyes here. Now you observe you adjust the distance of the optical pin from the lens. Adjust the distance of optical pin from the lens in such a way that its inverted image forms at the same point. अब लेंस की प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस क्या होगी? ये होगी. We have to adjust that this will be the principal